This is our presentation demonstrating the blood flow and the functions of the heart by Gabby Green and Erica Chancellor. This is the location of the superior vena cava. The superior vena cava receives blood from the upper half of the body. This is the inferior vena cava below the superior. The inferior vena cava carries deoxygenated blood from the lower half of the body to the right atrium of the heart. This is the location of the right atrium. The right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the body through the vena cava and pumps it into the right ventricle. This is where the tricuspid valve is located. The tricuspid valve prevents backflow of blood from the right ventricle into the right atrium. The chordae tendineae. The chordae tendineae is a group of tough tendinous strands in the heart that holds atrioventricular valves in place while the heart is pumping blood. This is a demonstration of the chordae tendineae hanging onto the walls of the heart while the valves are opening. The papillary muscle. The papillary muscle contracts to prevent inversion or prolapse of valves and systole. This is a demonstration of the valve stringing around and that isn't connected to the wall. The right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps blood through the pulmonary valve. The pulmonary semilunar valve. The pulmonary semilunar valve causes blood to flow in only one direction through the heart and blood vessels. The pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. This is a demonstration of the oxygenated blood coming from the lungs and through the pulmonary veins. The pulmonary veins. This is a representation showing the red color-coded oxygenated blood which comes from the lungs to the pulmonary veins. The pulmonary vein is responsible for carrying oxygenated blood from the lungs back to the left atrium. The left atrium. The left atrium is the holding chamber for blood returning from the lungs and transports blood. The mitral valve. The mitral valve regulates blood flow from the left atrium and into the left ventricle. The left ventricle. The left ventricle is responsible for pumping oxygenated blood to tissues all over the body. This is a demonstration of the blood from the left ventricle that's escaping through the aortic valve and into the aorta and then pumps to the outer body or throughout the body. The septum. The septum separates the chambers of the heart. The aortic semilunar valve. The aortic semilunar valve prevents blood from flowing back into the left ventricle and keeps it from moving towards the body. The aorta. The aorta is responsible to carry the oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. The apex. The apex is responsible for regulating ventricle contractions and sending and receiving information signals from the heart's atrial node. Coronary artery. The coronary artery supplies blood to the heart muscle. The myocardium. The muscular middle layer of the heart then contains contracting cardiac muscle fibers which contract the heart. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, thanks for watching.